Hello, hello, hello. Is the volume okay, everybody? Can you guys hear me? Hello again, I was about to say loyal subjects, but anyway, let's see. Yes, hi. So we've got Olivia's here, Sonic and Autobot Productions here, hello, Autobot Units here, hello, Violet Wolfstar, hello, Fletcher Masson's here, Mini T Raccoon's here, yeah, lots of reoccurring faces. This is you guys saying I love this music. I assume you guys were talking about the Black Knight music that was playing just before this one, or I mean, this Sonic Forces track that's playing right now is pretty good as well. But anyway, so for those of you who probably saw the animation I put up over the weekend for my little sister's birthday, I went ahead and made something based on How to Train Your Dragon because my little sister and I, we get on really well. We're pretty close, pretty tight. And the thing is, though, when it comes to fictional franchises, we're not really, there's not a lot of things we're really into. Like, you know, she's not a fan of Sonic. She's not a fan of Transformers. She likes Top Gun, which is a good thing. But ultimately, we're not really the same. Like, our interests in fictional things are a bit different. But the one thing we both love is How to Train Your Dragon. So that's why I made that, little How to Train Your Dragon style animation, or Knights of the Sky, as you guys may have seen. And again, guys, I want to thank you all for the love and support you guys showed on that animation. Like, that, she had the biggest grin on her face watching that with me and the family. So, yeah, just thank you guys for that. Alright, so let's change this over real quick to right here. Let's see, who else came in? Team Predator, yo, bro, long time to see. Hey, Trigger, how you doing, mate? See, OSC Systems here as well. It's Daru, yes it is. How to Train Your Dragon was my childhood since 2010. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's always been my favorite DreamWorks franchise, but I mean, like, if you guys look at how much I love Top Gun, is that really a shock? Like, I don't know, just the idea of just flying through the sky completely free just really makes me happy, so I don't know. But anyway, so I don't know how long this stream's gonna be. It may be a little while. Like, again, same with the last week's one, it may be a bit short, but we'll see. Like, I've kind of enjoying doing these sort of Blender render streams lately. It gets me a bit more familiar with the program, so yeah. But anyway, so as you guys could see, we've got both dragons and both characters here. We've got me and my sister there. Let's see. Oh yes, she at least likes Top Gun. That's an A+ in my book. Yeah, it's funny. She was the last one to the party on Top Gun. Like, she didn't get around to watching it till just before Maverick came out. But yeah, we sat down, she watched it. I was a little skeptical because I didn't think it'd be up her alleyway. But nah, she said she loved it. So that was great to hear. And but yeah, so that's good to know. And if you guys are wondering, if she's not a Sonic fan, why does she have an OC? Well, I kind of tricked her into doing it for for the last animation. But still, I'm not going to use her OC for more other things. I'm making plans for making OCs for my parents as well eventually, but, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But anyway, enough babbling. I need to get to work on this. Okay, so let's see. Just let me... Is this the right dragon? Let me just make sure. Make sure all these are connected. Come on, Blender. Yes, that's the right dragon. Okay, excellent. It's funny, I got asked the question, actually, what are the dragons' names? And they do have names. If I zoom out here, you guys might see here in the top corner. We've got, so I'll go back to Shader View. So this one here, my dragon, is Turquoise. And this one here, my sister's dragon, is Sapphire. Now, there is a whole backstory as to how they got their names. It's quite long, though, so I won't go into too much detail. Maybe I'll say that for, like, a video or something, but... But yeah, they do have names, and yeah, I have written like a whole backstory as to how they get those names, but yeah. You do have a dragon, what would you name it, including your sister dragon? Oh, there you go, Autobot Unit, I think I just answered that. I didn't even see that comment, okay. My brother and I are pretty tight too, we both gaming, but he also wanted to come up with these names. Oh, okay, that's cool, that's cool. I was gonna ask you, how would you feel if I made another art piece for OC? Them good times there, brother. Yeah, no worries there, Trigger. By all means, go ahead. I love it when people draw things with my OC. It really makes me happy. So, yeah, by all means, go ahead. And that goes to any of you guys. If you guys want to, you know, make some fan art, by all means, hit me up. Like, you know, my Twitter there, and I'm not calling it X, by the way. I refuse to call it X. It's Twitter, and it always will be Twitter. But you can hit me up there, or Instagram, or if you're in a Discord server with me, like the Sonic Revo server or whatever it is, like, just hit me up there. Okay, is Auto King on? Yes, it is. Okay, so I think I've got a good idea on what I want to do for this render. Let's see. So let's get... So actually, first, I better get the floor. Oh, wait, actually. I'm moving him the wrong way. Hold on, let's move him back here. Okay, I need to get the floor in first. Okay, we'll get that there. But we like the Sonic Transformers episodes that you may can't wait for episode 4. Thank you so much, Violet Wolfstar, for that. Episode 4 is in the works, guys. I've been working pretty hard on one particular scene at the moment, so it will come eventually. But yeah, so yeah, it will come, guys. Just be patient with me. I've got no clue when it'll be ready, but you know, it will come. See, Kesey came in. Hello. Durgans, I see that system. Just for the record, when I asked about, and you know, in the last stream, I was actually referring to their relationship. Oh, well, they're, it's just typical mates, really. Like, everyone in the squadron, in the Tornado Squadron, they're just all, like, the best group of mates. There's no, like, you know, homosexual connections or anything there. I mean, nothing wrong with asking that, and I'm not a homophobic or anything, but yeah, they're all just, like, a big group of mates. They're all just, like, think of us as, like, a big, like, they're not actually, like, biological brothers, any of them, but they're all, like, a big group of brothers, if you know what I mean. Like, kind of look at the way you see Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in a way. They kind of got a very tight-knit connection with the whole team, so, yeah. But anyway, so let's actually start here with my sister's OC. I don't know if she's gonna show. If she does, we'll see. Like, she often works. She works a full-time job, so I doubt she's gonna pop up eventually. But if she does, hopefully we can surprise her. So we'll see what happens. Okay. I'll get the camera fixed up a bit later. Right now, I just want to get them in the right position. Then consider it done. In fact, I'll let you pick the jet this time. Went with the F-15 last time, so what's your poison, man? Well, Trigger, my favorite fighter jet of all time is the F-18 Super Hornet. It's just, in my opinion, it's the perfect all-rounder. Like, it can dogfight, it can do ground strikes, it can, it's just a good all-rounder. Sure, it's not an air superiority fighter or anything, but I don't know. I've just always liked the F-18, and it's a big part of the Australian Air Force as well, so that's another reason. But yeah, if you can do the F-18, I would give you extra points for that. Which Autobot is the most artillery Autobot, Cog or Victor? It's interesting to pick between the two, because I would have said Warpath, but anyway. I mean, I guess maybe, I don't know. It's kind of a hard pick. Hey Nova, I see you just came in. Let's see. I need to focus on this. I'm not staying focused. Come on, here we go. Because I know how I want this to look, so let's go ahead and, okay, so let's see. Australian plane? Well, it's in the Australian Air Force, Livy, but it's not an Australian-made plane. It's like, it's a US plane, but, you know, it's Australia's. And as Trigger just said as well in the chat, actually, it's a big weightlifter for the Canadian Air Force as well. But yeah, like, the F-18's just kind of always been my favorite. Like, that's why it's always my go-to when I play Ace Combat 7. Not in Project Wingman, though, because it's not waifu compatible. No one's probably going to get that context except for Trigger, but anyway. Anyway. Okay, let's see. I need to, so if I do this correctly, let's see. Actually, I'm gonna go here. Objects. If I pick, actually, so I want to do this and this. Okay. Let's see. Is this the one I want? Let's see. If I parent, that's a bone. Let's see if I rotate this. Yes. Okay. Excellent. She is attached. So now I'll sort of go ahead and start posing. Can I get a Hoya? Hoya, I guess. Is that good enough? Let's see. I always keep replying the animation with your... Or replaying the animation with your sister. Yeah, thank you so much, Ultron Drake. Yeah, lots of people really loved it. It was the first... Well, it's funny. I was going to say the first full animation I did in Blender, which is not really true. Like, I did, like, the... Like, that little opening scene with the book was done in SFM just because I was too lazy to do that in Blender, but... But still, like, yeah, it was really good, and you guys could probably see the quality is, like, really, like, way better in Blender, so I can't wait to do more things in Blender. Like, some of episode 4 will be done in Blender, which will be good, but, you know. I don't want my waifu driving one of those. Yeah, okay, so I should probably explain. So, for those that don't know, in Project Wingman, if you choose a two-seater plane, like the F-14 or the F-4 Phantom, like, you get a backseater who talks back to you. So, in a way, it's... And her name is Prez, and, like, it's funny, like, but of course, lots of the better aircraft in Project Wingman are single-seaters. So, ultimately, it's kind of like, do you choose a not-so-good aircraft and go for but with two-seater, so you've got, like, a waifu in the back? I know it's kind of stupid, but hey, it's just, hey, we just love it. Okay, I'm just going to scale her up a little here. Yeah, okay, that looks better. Just so her legs aren't, like, completely spread out that way. But yeah, so that's the context of Project Wingman. And no Ace Combat game did that before, so yeah. I have an idea for Sonic and the Autobots. Thundercracker and Skull appear. I'd like them to be clones like in the animated, maybe recolor. Not a bad idea there, Fletcher. I've already got an idea for them when they show up eventually, so yes, Skull and Thundercracker will show up. I've already got a plan for them though, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. I really like hearing everyone's different ideas and everything for Sonic and the Autobots, but ultimately I've got the whole first story arc kind of planned out, so... I mean, like, again, I'm more than willing to hear what different people's ideas are and everything, but ultimately, I've kind of already got a good idea of what I want to do with the story. Yeah, I need to actually move this camera in a bit closer, because it's way far off. Okay. There we go. Vanilla, no, get out of the death plane. Just to spoil alert for those who haven't played Project Wingman, your Prez or your backseater does pass out in the final battle because you're fighting an absolute bastard who blames the whole war on you, aka Crimson One. Yeah, maybe I should play that game on stream one time. Let's see. Favorite Sonic game? Good question, Mindy T. Raccoon. Sonic Generations is my favorite Sonic game. Like, I've played a few other Sonic games before that, like, Sonic Rush, Colors, and the Wii version of Unleashed, but Generations was the game that wrote me in properly. Like, I became curious about, like, the old Genesis games through Generations, as well as, like, the Adventure series and everything, so... If I hadn't played that game, I probably wouldn't have become the massive Sonic fan I am now. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to turn off the... Oh, whoops. No, I want to turn off the rig, not the model itself. Just because I want to kind of get her in a okay position for now. Gotta go, my buddies are yelling at me for being antisocial. No worries, system. Have a good night over there, mate. And have fun with your mates. Hello, Rui. Has Metal Brain sent you any text on Twitter while he's fun? Yeah. He did send me a few things, Nova, but nothing bad or anything. It's okay. I want to do animation like these on mobile or on Androids. Oh, you mean like on oh, you mean like can I make stuff like this on like phones and everything? Unfortunately, that's not really a possibility because I don't know a phone that could really handle the capability of this. I think there are some animation programs that you can get for them, but they're like very, very basic. But again, like, you know, if you're gonna get into animation, just go for you're gonna need a pretty hefty PC anyway. Remember when I did an animation course? Some people legit just did all their work at the facility, like, or the university place, rather than at home because the PC they had or whatever was not capable of using the software. Okay, so let's see. So that's okay for now. I'll save this real quick. Okay. But I think I need to start I need to get Sapphire's position changed up a bit. So let's see. Whoops, I need to back out of this and go here. There we go. Let's see. So where is her? Well, okay. Here we go. It's right here. So I'm going to have her like sitting, kind of like which will be interesting because all they did in the animation was just fly around. So let's see. I'm trying to think because well, you know, maybe I should have pulled up like a ref of like Toothless sitting down or something. I don't know. Oh, that seems okay. And yo, hey, B13 Gold Streak, good to see you. The Autobots will still be a while if we bring it up again. What? Oh, the new episode. Yeah, it's still a ways off, guys. Again, I've got no clue when it'll be finished, but it is coming, so just be patient with me. I get asked that question on a daily basis. Where's the next episode? I mean, I appreciate people being excited and everything. It's just, you know, I'm just a one-man army, really. Like when it comes to animating, like I've got my team of voice actors and everything, but you know. So we'll get her tail up around here. And we'll have the tail kind of bend a little bit. Let's see, and we'll have it fold up to here. Let's see. Seems okay. And you already do an animation of this? Well, yes, I did, Nova, but this is just a render. I'm not doing an animation. And look, I mean, the last animation kind of put me on a bit of a How to Train Your Dragon high, so, yeah, that's why I'm doing this. So we'll have her kind of sit up a bit like this, okay? And we'll bring her down to here. Okay, she's looking pretty good here. Maybe I'll bring the spine down a little bit. Yeah, the rig for the dragon isn't the best because it is exported from, or imported from SFM. And it's funny, I felt tempted to try and go for an advanced rig, but I didn't think it was going to work on, you know, sort of a creature rig rather than like a humanoid rig, so that's why I didn't. Whoa, 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 hey, oh. Hey, Michael, what happened to you, mate? Did you come from somewhere? Okay, let's see. Let's get her neck up around here. Okay, we'll get her sort of facing the camera. Like, okay, there we go. Okay, and here's what we'll do. We'll do some movement with the ears as well, because that's not something I really did in the animation, if I'm honest. Okay, looks good there. I might fix her foot here a little bit. There we go, that's better. Okay, I'll save that. I went to my first day of my new high school and I went to Well, that's good to hear, Nova. Oh no, oh, you were singing the Night of the Wind intro. Yeah, now I see it, Michael, now I see it. Yeah, a lot of people I think were a little bit surprised that I did a Black Knight related animation. And to be totally honest with you guys, I don't think Black Knight's that bad. Like, sure the gameplay's a bit iffy, but the storyline I really love. So, yeah, I just kind of thought, you know, if I'm gonna do something like a How to Train Your Dragon related thing, that was just kind of the best setting to go with. And before you guys, if anyone's asking, sort of this version of my OC is in a different universe compared to the one that you guys see in like Tornado Squad and everything. This is just kind of like a different AU. Now, here's the hard bits. I'm actually gonna go to Shader View for this because trying to get these wings lined up, like folded down, it's not easy. It doesn't look the best. Again, it's because this model is from SFM, but I'm gonna try my hardest here. So what happens if I bring it in? Nope, okay, it doesn't work. What about this one? I had a feeling this might have been an issue. It could be here a little while I try to work this out. Because the wings don't really fold up properly, as you guys can see here. If I had a higher quality model, I wish I did. I mean, I'm sure one probably exists, but ultimately, sometimes you're just gonna make do with what you have. So let's see. If I fold this one, oh, what if I fold this one back? Here, okay. And then what if I fold this one? Just kind of experimenting. Whoa, okay, that looks really derpy. So what does this do then? Again, that folds there. Okay, let me just... No, I'll keep that one straight then. What if I fold this one backwards? Oh, here we go. Okay, this looks a little better. How do you feel when you animate? I usually enjoy it for the most part, but I will admit sometimes when you do it for long periods of time, it can be a drag. So often, like, if you guys do get an animation, like, make sure you take breaks. Never overwork yourself. That's something I always try to do. It's funny, I just ordered something online as well that, it's probably going to be something I'll probably be using quite a bit when I take my, animation breaks. Okay, so the tail is kind of at the back here. So what if I rotate this in? Okay, no, wrong one. What about this? What if I grab both of these? Spin them in. Aha, that looks better. And then this one. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hidden from behind, but you know. You know, wings still folded out. Jeez, dude, this is going to be a real hassle. I mean, I'll worry about that later. Let's try this one over here. Let's see. Okay, so if I could just kind of bring her wings down, like, kind of flat, rather than, like, tucked in, but still. Nah, I'm not sure. Let's see, oh, hey, Sephirin, I see you came in. So, who's your favorite Decepticon combiner? Mine's... I think it had to be Bruticus. I've always been a fan of Devastator Nova. We liked the video you made for your sister. Looking forward to Sonic Nova's episode. Thank you, Dylan Gohan, the water type gym leader. Cool name. Also, hello to Zach the robot. Let's see. Oh, Seth, what did I just say about overworking? I don't know if you just heard that, but yeah, remember, people, don't overwork yourself. Like, push yourself too hard, that'll just make you really burnt out. Believe me, I know from experience. Okay, let's see, yeah, you know, I'll just keep the wing folded down, I think that's better. Rather than this derpy mess over here. Problem is, if I were to do more Knights of the Sky renders or Knights of the Sky animations in the future, if that's something you guys would want to see, I'd have to find a way to get their wings tucked in, so I don't know if I'd just go for like an upgraded model or something, but, you know. Whatever to this one. It's because this one folded down? Oh, you can't really see from this, it's okay. So what about this one? Okay, fold that back up. Now, I wouldn't dream of it. It's not like that flat. I'm that flat out because there's only two of us for an entire... Oh boy, okay. It still sounds like not much there, Seth. Like, just two for an entire hospital. Shouldn't there be, like, more people than that? Like, I don't know, like, maybe at least a dozen or half a dozen? I don't know. Okay, but that's that. So let's, So now let's get the, let's go to shape keys. Let's see. Yep, here. Alright, where's the retract? Aha, here we go. We'll track the teeth in a little bit. And we'll also, now let's get the jaw shut. Because we want Sapphire to look kind of friendly. And of course, we'll have to make sure, because she looks pretty good there at the moment, but let's give her a smile as well. Because for those who've seen How to Train Your Dragon will know, dragons are not vicious beasts. Once you've earned their loyalty, there is nothing a dragon won't do for you. There we go. Okay. Maybe actually I could bring the jaw open just a smidge, because you can see the teeth are bleeding a little bit there. So where's the jawbone? Yep. Is that it? Yes, it is. There we go. That looks better. So, again, I'll save this. Let's see. Now, the eyes actually already look okay, but let's get that straightened. Let's get them straightened up a little bit. Here we go. one seems okay, and we'll get this one. Alright, there we go. Seeing King Sonic was my favorite part. Oh, yeah. That was something I kind of thought would be a nice touch. Sort of Sonic in his Excalibur armor. But, yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh, and also, again, big shout out to Shadow759 who gave me the models for Nemu, the Lady of the Lake, and, as well as the Blacksmith. Black Knight I got from the Source Filmmaker Workshop, but, well, Black Knight. I meant to say King Sonic I got from the SFM Workshop, so, let's see, how do I want to do this with her? So we'll have her kind of, like, leaning in on top, just to kind of show her affection to her pet dragon. Let's see, where are the hips? Here we go. Let's get them down. Here we go. Okay, Okay, let's get our head a bit further down. This. Hello to Emmanuel Davis, who just came in. Copyright to How to Train Your Dragon. Better not ruin this. I hope not. It's interesting because of course, as some of you guys may have noticed, I didn't use an official song from the movie. I used a remix done by a very talented composer called Lucas Riccitti. So if you guys haven't heard of him, I left a link to the song in the I left a link to his song in the description of that video, so if you guys want to go check that out, make sure you do. He makes a lot of great songs, particularly Ace Combat. I'm a big fan of his Ace Combat remixes, but yeah, I remember when I heard that How to Train Your Dragon remix, I'm like, oh, I've got to use this. And yeah, I haven't gotten any nasty words from him, so and then again, I don't even know if he actually saw it. But anyway, that's okay if he hasn't. Let's see. Looks amazing, dude. Toothless? Technically, yes. So yeah, both dragons are Night Furies, which are the same breed of dragon as Toothless, but their actual names are... I'll go to this view. So you've got Turquoise, that's my dragon, and Sapphire, which is my sister's dragon. And as I said at the start of the stream, there is a whole backstory as to how they got their names, but yeah, it's a bit of a long one, so... I don't really, if I were to start talking about that, I'd probably end up here for like an hour, and I probably wouldn't even get this thing finished, so, I think I'll spare you guys that. Maybe I'll show it in like an animation or maybe like a 3D comic or something. That's something I've thought about maybe doing, like 3D comics, if that's something you guys are interested in, because they're much quicker to do than animations, and they can still kind of work the same way. So I don't know, if that's something you guys would want to see, let me know. Follow me, set me free, trust me and we will escape from the city. Again, that was an awesome animation. Really thoroughly enjoyed the Black Knight theme. Yeah, I chose to go with Black Knight because for those who haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon, it's set during like the age of Vikings and everything, and there is no Viking age in Sonic, so I just kind of thought like, well, what if I go with what if I went with the Black Knight theme? Because dragons are in the Black Knight realm and everything, so it makes sense. So yeah, that's kind of how it became kind of my Black Knight AU, I suppose you could say. And again, if you guys want to see more of Knights of the Sky, let me know. It might be kind of hard to pin down my sister for some things, but like I said, I do love the How to Train Your Dragon series a lot, so if that's something you guys would want to see more of, just let me know. And yeah, I'm really worried about the live action How to Train Your Dragon that DreamWorks is working on at the moment. They're going down Disney's pathway, and I don't like it. But yeah, I mean, I'll still probably go see it because of how much I love the series. But I'll put it this way: I'm not optimistic. I don't know why DreamWorks is going down Disney's pathway, because the live-action remakes haven't really done much for them. Like, yes, it's brought some new lights in for Disney, but all their old school fans, quote unquote, are really putting them down, like myself included. The only live action remake I think from Disney I've enjoyed was the Cinderella one. It's funny since a couple of friends of mine had Pokemon nicknamed Toothless during a Nuzlocke. Oh, really? That's cool, that's cool. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Oh, the 3D comics, I think? Yeah, that's what you're talking about there, Seth. Let's see, okay. You know, here's what I'm actually going to do. I noticed a little bit of her shoulders kind of like clipping through here, so... Let's see, where is it? Yep. Sort of get it facing this way a bit more. Here we go. Just so it's not like directly underneath there. Let's see, we've been going for 30 minutes already. Wow. Yeah, as I said, this stream will probably be a bit of a shorter one, but that's okay. Haven't really been feeling up to doing like super long streams lately, so... Go. Imagine if the storybook series continued and there was a game of Sonic and Vikings. That would be really cool, actually. I would probably love to see, I think Sonic and maybe like, I don't know, like maybe Greek mythology or something. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like that would have been a cool thing for the storybook series. But, you know, Secret Rings wasn't a huge success, and nor was Black Knight, sadly. Again, the stories in them were really cool, but I think just the overall gameplay is what kind of ruined those games. Sadly. Okay, so I mean, my hands... Yeah, I need to bend the fingers. Okay, this could be kind of tricky. Even the fingers aren't rigged properly. And now I'm inside her leg. Great. You know, I think I'm just going to have to play with him this way. Go. Also, Louis, what do you mean by nothing bad happened when Metal was sending me things on Twitter? No, I'm not hiding anything. I don't think he sent me anything terrible. I don't know, Nova, you gotta be the judge of that if he maybe sent me something I shouldn't have, but I didn't see any problems. Also, have you decided what to name your sister Sophie, or is that up to her? Just a thought I'd ask. Well, technically it's just her first name. Her first name, then the Hedgehog, but I don't know if she's comfortable with me sharing what her first name is on stream. Again, like, so that's really, like, again, I would tell you guys what it actually is, but just think it's, like, it's her name, then the Hedgehog, like, so, again, I don't know if she's comfortable with me sharing that. It's like, if she was here with me, I'd ask her, but, you know, I'd rather not take the risk. I don't want to, you know, make her upset or anything, or make her uncomfortable, so. But frankly, it's kind of the same thing with my OC, because Rui is his call sign. That's not his actual name. Like, his actual name is my name, then the Hedgehog. Which, to be honest, if you guys have seen the streams I've done with my mates, my real name isn't really a secret either. Remakes or reboots as a whole are unnecessary unless they improve movies, and that had a great concept but were executed poorly. Exactly. Yeah, Black Knight's gameplay, while it can be fun, can be frustrating at times. I really wish Black Knight could have done better. Exactly, and I feel like maybe, I don't know if they were maybe rushed with the project or what, but, to be fair, like, because, you know, they were working on, you know, other... Because I think Black Knight's more so, it's not really in the mainstream Sonic game title, like, when you think about it. Like, you know, the mainstream Sonic games, like, you know, the big titles like Unleashed, Colors, 06, Generations. They're, like, I think what people would consider mainstream Sonic games. But I think Black Knight sort of falls under the category of games like, you know, Sonic Rush, you know, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, I suppose. Like, you know, it's one of those sort of side games that they sort of, they didn't really make a top priority, if you know what I mean. Okay, her hand looks a bit out of whack here, so I'll just move her arm. I want to kind of get this position in just right. Okay. Yeah, let's bring it down here. Come on. There we go. One of the few reboots that I was able to do that, well, was Dread from 2020. Yeah, I won't say anything, but I can... It's a fantastic movie. Okay, yeah, 'cause that's true. It's like sometimes remakes can be done for the better. And it's interesting. Something I've learned is sometimes there's remakes of old films that exist, like for what? Because I found out that like, so, you know, you guys know the Jason Bourne series, like with Matt Damon and everything. turns out there was already a film made of the very first book, of the very first one, called The Bourne Identity, like back in like the 50s or something, but no one remembers it. And yeah, so technically Matt Damon wasn't the first Jason Bourne, but you know. But still, I just thought that's a little fun thing I'd share. Okay, so I think she's looking pretty good there. Don't see any problems. So that's my sister and Sapphire done. Now we're going to do me. Now I know what I want to do with me and Turquoise. This is going to be fun. I kind of thought this scene through a little bit earlier, but anyway, let's see. Okay. Okay, so actually we'll move the camera up like this a little bit. So I'm going to be a bit closer here, because here's what I'm going to be doing with my dragon. I'll bring myself down a little bit too. Or actually, maybe I can just, there we go. Yeah, I'll just at least get the pose in properly. So I tend to blitz through levels where I can use Lancelot now that I got his special sword that uses Chaos Blast and Chaos Spear. That's fun. Yeah, it is pretty cool how they like incorporated the abilities with, you know, Lancelot, Gawain, and Percival. It makes me feel like I want to play Sonic and the Black Knight, but I wish it was on PC. Yeah, I know, but then again, Black Knight, it was like, when you think about it with the Wii remote and everything, it kind of was the Okay, so I'm gonna bring Turquoise all the way here. Now, actually, I may have to wind this shot out a little bit. Now that I think about it, you guys will see. I've got something kind of, I suppose you could say, cute with him lined up, but we'll see. I'm one of the people that's not entirely against the idea of remakes and reboots. It's if they just shot-for-shot remake. That is kind of true. I mean, I kind of prefer the idea with games, to be honest, like old games. Like, I would love to see a high-def remake of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, or, you know, the Ace Combat PS2 trilogy. I'd love to see that as well. But still, like, you know, for films, it's a bit different, though. Especially if there's nothing wrong with the original film, to be honest. But I know what you mean. Like, sometimes if they're done properly, they can be done well, but if it's something that, like, you know, when you think about How to Train Your Dragon, you know, the first film came out in 2010, you know, just 13 years ago, and they're already making a live-action remake of that. Boys, we compare it to, like, Cinderella, which came out, I think, what, the 50s? Like, that kind of makes sense to do a remake for that, because it's an older film. But anyway, I'll save the tangent. What's the name of your dragon again? Okay, so yeah, my dragon again for I think the third time for people coming in. So my dragon here is Turquoise, and this one is Sapphire. And as I said, there's a whole backstory as to how they got their names, but that's probably like a story for another time because it's pretty lengthy. Alright, I'm gonna get back to work. Let's hope I don't work 8 hours without a break again later. Alright, Seth, yeah, good luck with work, and yes, please don't overwork yourself. But if they do something different and actually execute it well, then I'm fine with the idea of remakes and reboots. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. When we have been patient for Sonic and the Autobots, and I'll always be there. Oh yeah, thank you, Novia. Patience is much appreciated, as always. So let's see. Where's his spine? Here it is. But I am curious, though, guys. Those of you in the chat, tell me, how many of you guys have actually, are any of you guys How to Train Your Dragon fans? Like, just let me know in the chat. I'd like to know, because there seems to be quite a few people on the channel who said in the comment section they're big fans of How to Train Your Dragon. So tell me, do you guys like it or not? Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? Please tell me. I'd like to hear. It's funny. It looks like he's trying to eat my OC right now. Nice. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll get him down a bit further. Okay, come on, Turquoise. There you go. Some of you guys might see where this is going in a bit, but you'll find out. Let's see. I've seen 1 and 2, but not 3. Alright, good to know, Michael. I'll say this, 3's still good. I'd definitely say 3 is the worst of the lot, but I think it's still worth a watch if you like the first 2. Like, I still really enjoyed it for what it was. And, like, I know people have their complaints about it, but it still had some really cool concepts and everything. So, yeah, 3's certainly worth a watch if you're a big fan of the first 2. But yeah. It gets funny because I think DreamWorks has this knack of doing things where, like, you know, the first film they make, like, of a series is, like, really good. The second one is even better. But then the third one's still good, but it's like not as good. Like when you think about it, when you look at like say Kung Fu Panda or Shrek, for example, like the first film, really good. And the second one, even better. The third one was just kind of, it wasn't bad, sort of thing. Again, like the third ones are still watchable, but it's just, just not quite the same. Okay, I'm actually gonna, let's bring him, let's see, where's his neck? Here it is. Yeah, some of you guys might see where this is going in a bit. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll, actually, maybe you can bring him down a bit. Yeah, you can't really see his legs, so I guess that's okay. It's a good show, but it's not exactly for me, if that makes sense to anyone. Yeah, it's okay. Like, if some people aren't fans of that sort of thing, that's totally fine. I get that. I like How to Train Your Dragon, but I don't watch as much as I used to. Yeah, to be fair, I haven't seen much of the shows, to be honest. That's something I've been planning on doing or meaning to do for a while. I just haven't really gotten around to it. I did watch How to Train Your Dragon for about a decade ago. I only watched the first, but I think I remember that a little bit. Yeah, it's How to Train Your Dragon was definitely my favorite DreamWorks series. Again, I've just got a knack for actually, wait, I think I know what I'm gonna do here. There we go. That should fix the problem. Okay, let's see. Where's the teeth? There it is. Okay, retract them a little bit. There we go. But yeah, it's always kind of been my favorite DreamWorks franchise, and yeah. But some of you guys, if you guys have followed me for a while, pretty much anything that involves flying just kind of really appeals to me. Like, if I like Top Gun so much and Ace Combat, it's probably not really a surprise that I love How to Train Your Dragon so much. Like, think about it, guys. Like, a giant flying reptile that can breathe fire and fly at high speeds. Like, who wouldn't want a pet like that? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I would love to have a pet Night Fury. That would just be so cool, in my opinion. Okay, now let's see. This is Jaw. Alright, this is what I want. Alright, you guys might work it out now. Let's see. And we'll bend this a little bit. There we go. Some of you guys might see where this is going now. That down. Okay, not quite that much. What about this one? There we go. Let's see. If I bring his jaw down a bit, there we go. Actually, what if I bring it up a little bit? There we go. There. There we go. Oh, Shrek 3 is your favorite? Yeah, it's cool, Emmanuel Davis, if that's your favorite. I've always loved How to Train Your Dragon. It's always my 4th favorite cartoon. Oh, that's cool, yeah. Again, I haven't seen much of the shows. I've heard they're good, though, for the most part. I just haven't really gotten around to watching them. And I think the main mythology kind of revolves around the films anyway. But I think what happens in the shows is like they sort of tell the story of like what happens sort of in between the films, which I really like the idea of. Okay, we'll scroll up again. You guys see what I'm doing here? I might have to bring him down a little bit. So actually, maybe I'll just bend this way. What if I bend this one? There we go. You see what he's doing here? Madagascar was my favorite DreamWorks movie. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. I thought Madagascar was pretty good. I think the penguins were the highlight of that series for me, but yeah. Shrek is a whole different can of worms because I don't think the third film was all that good. Where with Kung Fu Panda, I thought it was good though flawed. Exactly, yeah, I know what you mean. Like it really just kind of depends, but yeah, I feel like DreamWorks just kind of has a knack for doing that with their third ones. Like, because I noticed that in How to Train Your Dragon 3, it did have some problems, but I still consider it definitely watchable. And if you're a fan of the first two, you'll still more than likely watch it. Or still more than likely enjoy it. So yeah. Okay, so let's bring him down a bit. Okay. Working out with a good render idea, you're gonna like this. Ruin the robots, just the seekers and stuff. Not a bad idea there, Nova. Try and keep that in store for when we do random renders next. Giant reptile that can fry you and bite your head off. Well, that's true, but I mean, like you said, dragons, once you've earned their trust, there is nothing a dragon won't do for you, and the movies prove it. they're not, sure, some are vicious beasts, but not all of them are vicious beasts. They can be very gentle if you're, if they learn to respect, if you learn to respect them, they can learn to respect you, sort of thing. The penguins were definitely the best part. Yeah, like, I don't know about you guys, but I think I preferred the penguin solo film over the Madagascar films, if I'm honest. I know some people say that the penguin spin-off film was a bit too crazy, but I don't know. I really liked it just because of, I think just because of how crazy it was, and plus the penguins kind of remind me of me and my group of boys a little bit, like when we like sort of when we do crazy stuff. So it's just like if we were like tried to be commandos, that would just be exactly how we'd act. Is my Transformers I see as a direct film? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I remember when as much as I don't like to bring up this film, I remember when Transformers: The Last Night came out. Like there were quite a few different. Most of the Transformers knights, transformed into like dragons and everything. Like one transformed into a wyvern or a wyvern or whatever you want to call it. But and of course you had they all combined into Dragonstorm, which was a really cool concept. Which he was one of the few characters I did like in that film. But yeah, as I said, I don't really like to talk about that film and Age of Extinction. There's only a handful of good things I can say about that. Don't hurt them and you'll be fine. Yep, exactly. That's the way you should treat dragons. I remember watching the Penguins of Madagascar show as a kid. Yeah, that too. I loved that show as a kid as well. And I thought it was a great idea, sort of making a show out of it. Of course, it was a bit different to the movies. Like I think it was pretty clear it was in its own universe. Like because you didn't have Alex, Marty, Gloria, and Marty. Oh no, Melman. Sorry, not Marty. But yeah, like yeah, so you didn't have all of them in there. And of course, King Julian was already at the zoo rather than over in Madagascar, where they found him in the movies. So it's kind of clear it's a different universe, but I like that. I like that idea. They're still the same penguins, and they still have the same personalities and everything. The way Skipper slaps Private for no reason never gets old. Yeah, poor little Private. Let's see. Oh, speaking of one of the Michael Bay films, which one of Tunnel? Okay, comment just got removed. Let's get his hand there a bit more. But it's interesting, actually. I found out because I made that animation for my sister. I found a lot of people I know have birthdays in both my birth month, being July, and lots of people have them in my sister's birth month in August. Like my Tails voice actress Rio had her birthday back on the 8th, I believe. Like some of you guys may have seen, I made something for her there. I've done well to remember the birthdays of my VAs this year, to be honest. I don't think I've missed one. Wait, did I miss one? I don't think I did. Because I made one for Blue, I made one for Doom. I think MC's the next one in line, I believe. So I don't know if he's watching this, but yep. Yeah, stay tuned, MC. I've got an idea for you, man. Okay, we've about 52 minutes in. That's fine. I was kind of expecting the posing would take about an hour, which is fine. Oh yeah, I just realized the music that's playing. It's Black Knight music, which is kind of fitting given the context. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I spelled one of them wrong. Which one of the Michael Bay films you hate the least? In my opinion, I would go with Revenge of the Fallen. So if I had to name one Bay film that I actually do enjoy, it's the first one, because it set a really good foundation for what could have been a good series going forward, but it just didn't really happen. Like, unlike the Sonic movies that sort of set a good foundation, took a step up, the Bay films took a step down. Like, not really in the visuals department, like the fight scenes definitely got better, like, I'll say this right now, guys. The forest battle in Revenge of the Fallen, that still is to this day my favorite CGI fight scene in any film. I love it so much. I never get tired of watching it. But the storylines, on the other hand, just went down the drain. And, like, when you look at the, and that's the thing with those films, like, the CGI just kind of became visual eye candy, like, but the stories, like, were just really poorly written. Like, the continuity was a real mess, so, you know, it's just, you know, like I said, it's just the films took a step down in regards to story. Visual effects stepped up, but, you know, like, sweet visuals won't save every film. As John Lasseter, Disney, or Pixar animator, said once, no amount of great animation will save a bad story. And he's right. Like, you know, whenever I'm making Sonic and the Autobots, I always put the story first because that's what's going to keep people entertained. I just don't want to make sweet as... Well, I mean, I do want to make sweet as fight scenes with, you know, characters from both Transformers and Sonic, but, you know, ultimately, you've got to make sure the story fits well as well. So let's go ahead and let's get him moved back a little bit. Actually, no, that's okay. Let's go with this one. What if I, raise him up just a smidge? Yeah, that's cool. I see his shoes are a little bit, yeah, they're bleeding through quite a bit, actually. I didn't even realize. There we go, that's better. No wonder it looked like he was really short. Let's see. I seen your animation recently and it was impressive, and I would have said happy birthday to your sister, but it's already passed. Yeah, don't worry, guys. She was really flattered. I showed her the comments, like, as we scrolled through it, and, well, after about, like, the day after, and yeah, she was really chuffed. So, again, guys, thank you for all the love you showed in that one. She really loved it, so, yeah. Transformers 07 was fine, Dark of the Moon was just, yeah, I agree. Again, I think the visual effects kind of, well, like, the fight scenes, like, again, I enjoyed the fight scenes in Dark of the Moon and everything as well, but that's the thing, though. The only good thing you get out of those films is just the fight scenes. It just becomes visual eye candy. There's nothing else really to like, with the exception of a handful of characters, maybe. And here's what we'll do. We'll bring him in a little bit closer. There we go. Really get that, really get him close to his boy's tongue. Yeah. I know he's just giving him a kiss here, technically. Like, that, like, a lick from a dragon is just a dragon's kiss, but, you know. If you guys can't really tell, like, for those who haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon 2, I kind of got some inspiration from that one scene in the opening where sort of Toothless is just on top of Hiccup and he just sort of starts licking him for no reason. I mean, like I said, he's just showing he loves him, but still, it's just... It was really cute, but also just kind of like, ugh, you know what I mean? You see he's kind of covering the dragon's eye. Yes, he is, but I mean, you can't see the eye from that side, so I'm not too stressed about that. If it was from the other angle, then I'd be more concerned, but you know. It just has to be kind of showcasing that he's, like, you know. And you can't see his other eye, so, and it's just a render, so it doesn't really matter. Go ahead, do that. In Sonic Prime, which Sonic with different gloves and shoes in different reality worlds do you like best? Probably the, I'm not sure what the world's called specifically, but the one with the Chaos Council. Like, it just, the shoes in there kind of remind me of the SA2 soap shoes a little bit. So I'd probably go with that one. I know they'd probably, I don't think they really had any special abilities like the, like, you know, how the ones in the water world had like the, the hover ability and everything, like to run on water. It's like, again, I don't know the worlds at the top of my head, because the thing is, when it came to me with when it came to me with Sonic Prime, I just kind of, I mean, I enjoy watching the action and everything, but ultimately it's kind of an okay show in my opinion. Like, it's not as good as, say, Sonic X. Again, this is my opinion, but, you know. Oh, wait. I don't know if you know, but I finally completed Frontiers. I'm full for now. Excellent, Michael. Excellent. Yeah, sorry I didn't watch the whole lot of your stream there. Some things came up, but I'm glad you finally beat the game. What's your verdict, by the way? What did you think of it? What did you think of Frontiers? I personally really liked it. It had its flaws, but I still think it's a really enjoyable game, and Sonic's finally back on a good track now, which I think is good. See, New York City shoes. Oh yeah, New York City. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, again, I can never remember the locations names at the top of my head. It's just more so I just sort of know them by just by the concept, really. So if someone tells me what their name is, then it'll hit me. But you know, again, I'm just one of those people like that. Let's see. Now I want to check actually. Is there a shape key for his tongue? Let me see. Because if there is, maybe I can work it out. Let's see. Anything for the tongue, mouth? No. What does this do? Okay, that just does that. Foot, pedal. It does foot. Oh, there's claw things. I did not know that. Sniff. His nose moves a little bit. Claws, grin, wide. So actually, yeah, it should make let's wind up his eyes a little bit. Happy. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get him a bit of a happy. Okay, so there's not for his tongue, that's it. I thought it was really good with some minor flaws that can be ironed out. Exactly, I think that's the way most people see Frontiers. Of course, I know there are some people who weren't particularly fond of it. Like, I think just the open world thing didn't really work for them. They just kind of preferred the whole linear stage thing, which is fine, but still. But yeah, like, I mean, Frontiers I thought was a really enjoyable game. Like, the soundtrack was amazing, of course. The story was fine. We finally had a good story, thanks to Ian Flynn. But yeah. I'll remind you, New York City, Boss Cage Maze, and No Place, Ghost Hill, and the Grim. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, thank you, Nova. I doubt I'll remember that, but I appreciate that. Okay, so there we go. Let's see, so I turn off his rig. Okay, I mean, you can't really see the top of his head here, but I'm gonna just get these little, they're not really his quills, and they're not really his ears either. What are these things? Barb antenna. Okay, I guess that's what it is then. So what if I just, move these up a little bit? How's that? Wait, no, whoop, wrong thing. Okay, yeah, it might be a bit of a tricky thing, but I'll just move them up a little bit. That'll do. Actually, here's what I'll probably rotate them down a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna adjust the camera slightly. There we go. And of course, I'll fix up my sister and Sapphire's position in a bit, but ultimately, I think we're looking pretty good here. So let's go back to this view. So I'm gonna need his eye controls. Oh, whoops, I did not mean to go there. Here we go. So we'll make sure, okay, let's turn off his rig. You know, let's make sure his eyes are looking at him, looking at me. Again, I know you can't really see this side, but, you know, whatever. Actually, you know, in the meantime, I'll just turn this off so I can just line it up properly. There it is. Oh, yeah. So we'll put him back on. There we go. Alright, so that's him done. So we'll do my OC now, because I kind of know what he's going to be doing. I still need to do shape keys for him and my sister as well. I only made it to World 2 in Sonic Frontiers. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. I know quite a few people weren't particularly fond of World 2 and Frontiers, sorry, not I thought we were talking about for some reason Sonic Prime. No, yeah, but then again, like, Frontiers wasn't really for everybody though. Like, I know quite a few people, like, they weren't particularly, well, it's more so just like the open world idea didn't really work out for them in the end. They just found it a bit tricky, sort of thing. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're in the shape key editor, that's good. So let's go with like a, We need a bit more of a smile in there. And of course, we're gonna have to make sure. Where's his eye? Here it is. Okay, bring that down. Because he is getting licked in the face, as you guys can see. Okay, where is it? There it is. We'll close this one a little bit too. And you know, let's get the lower one up. There we go. Yeah, that looks perfect. That looks perfect in my opinion. Just getting a bit of love from a pet dragon, nothing more. Okay. Okay, so we'll fix up my sister and Sapphire a little bit now. So let's grab the two of them. I'll switch this to global. Oh, actually, wait, no, I can just move Sapphire, can't I? Because my sister's attached to her. Well, I'm curious, actually, you guys. Should, so I'll move them a bit closer. Should I have my sister looking at the camera? Or should I have her looking at me instead? What do you guys think? Should they be looking at the camera or at me? What do you guys reckon? Let me know in the chat. I've got a few ideas for fanfic on Frontiers, but that's going to be a while, I can imagine. Yeah, because you got a few things in the lineups there, Michael, I know. How to Train Your Dragon truly is such a masterpiece in my opinion. The soundtrack is freaking immaculate as hell. Well said, Mr. Lerpack. Well said. But yeah, yeah, it's pretty much you summed it up perfectly. Like, yeah, How to Train Your Dragon, like, yeah, the soundtrack, I think, was the one thing that really sold it for me. You could drop a poll. Yeah, that's true, Michael. I don't think I've actually done a poll in this before. How do I do that? Let's see. Pop out chat, participants, total timestamps, top chat. That's cool. Where's, see, how do I do a poll? Add stream marker, create highlights, instead add share. How do I create a poll? Webcam, manage, expand menu, what's this do? Oh, this is that. How do I create a poll? Let's see, do I need more participants for that or what? Let's see. Not sure. The stream marker. Need a highlight video and send that. Don't want to do that. Well, for that, I see people saying look at you. Make your sister look at you. I think it's a better way. Okay, so I think that's fair enough. There's only like 9 people in here anyway, so. Yeah, so I think the vote is look at me and him, or look at me and Turquoise, so we'll do that instead. I didn't think of that at first. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that. So we'll switch back to this view for the time being. Here's what we'll do. We'll actually change Sapphire's head rotation to here. Now, in the meantime, I'll have to get our eyes fixed. Okay, turn that off. Yeah, the good thing is that it's not like a crazy redo thing, it's just a simple fix. We'll go ahead and get our eyes fixed here. Anyway, I still need to widen our eyes as well. Whoop, that's a bit too much. Make your sister look at you. I think that's way better. Yeah, okay. And actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Let's give her... Actually, I think Sapphire looks fine. Okay. Let's go back in here. Let's see. Let's go with... Where's the eye widen? Here we go. Let's go with... Bit of an eye wide. Okay, now my sister's turn. I found an app that can animate for free now that I'm gonna make crappy animations that people love. Let her look at you. Okay, thank you. So yeah, again, I think there are some, like, you know, software for, like, you know, animating on phones, but I don't think it's probably all that good compared to what you can get on, like, a PC and everything. That's just my assumption, because, you know, phones have got... I mean, some phones are, like, you know, some mobile games that... Phones are becoming pretty advanced these days for mobile games, but... I don't know, like, could you play, like, a game like... Oh, I don't know, like, Sonic Frontiers on mobile? Unless it's, like, really low quality? I don't know. Or, like, Breath of the Wild, or, you know, something of the sort. I might change my sister's pose a little bit, too, actually. Let's see, we're an hour and 7 in. That is totally fine. Let's see. Okay, that's looking good. And here's what we'll do, actually. We'll get her to calm. We'll get her body up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's make sure her spine's in line. Yep. And we'll kind of rotate her this way a little. I know how I want it to look. Maybe a little too much. Okay, that should be fine. Let's move it down a little. There we go. One hand there, one there. Hello to Amy Rose, the editor, who just came in. Hello. No, you can create the poll. I think if I remember correctly, you have to go up to 3 dots and select poll option. That's interesting. I did that, Michael, but I don't see poll option in here. I've got 3 things and that's it. I'm not entirely sure. I'll look into it off stream. I'm not sure if it counts on the amount of viewers you have or whatever, but I don't know. What's this do? Oh, wait, hang on. What's this? Engage with you. Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay. I found out how to do it. Okay, it doesn't matter anyway. I've made the call anyway, but I found out how to do it now. Yeah, there's a plus icon in the bottom. I didn't realize that, but yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'll remember that in the future. Whoops, don't want to turn that on. I don't want to use grease pencil. For those who know what grease pencil is in Blender, it allows you to draw in 2D, or in 3D, I should say. Okay, that's looking better. Bring this back out. Let's see. I was able to do it on my YouTube stream even when two people watching. Oh, okay, yeah. And so yeah, that was probably just in response to before Michael. But yeah, I found out how to do it now. So yeah, in future I'll know how to do it. I generally don't understand most of the Ian Flynn hate. Yeah, well, it's interesting because I've heard some of it, but I don't really see it, to be honest. From what I've heard, most people really praise him for the way he writes Sonic stories and everything. Because, you know, he's done well with the IDW comics. From what I've heard, I've seen some of his things that he did with Archie at the time. And I'll be honest with you guys, like, if you guys know me well enough, I'm not particularly fond of the Archie comics, but I've seen some of the stuff Ian Flynn did in there, and I'll admit, most of it was pretty good, actually, so. But yeah, like, I think everyone's just, it's just, lots of people like to be very vocal with their opinions in the Sonic community, so. Which, honestly, it's not really a pleasant thing. It's probably one drawback with the Sonic community. Like, some people can get very negative with their opinions. But that's, like, make us stable to say, oh, yeah, I'm right, you're wrong, sort of thing. But that's not really true. If you like something, then be kind about it. Like, I'm friends with, like, well, I know plenty of people, and I'm friends with many people in the Sonic community who have, like, the exact opposite opinions on certain things than I do. And you don't see us arguing over time, so, you know. Do you heard that Transformers Animated was your favorite Transformers show? Yes, that is correct, Nova. Technically, I've got 3 favorites. It's G1, Animated, and Prime, and it's all for their own reasons. Like, Animated was the first Transformers show I watched. G1, well, it's the OG, so, you know, it's like, what more can I say? It's the original, it's where it all began. And Prime, because that one had arguably the best story, in my opinion, so. And the animation style on that one was probably my favorite as well, so, again, so it's all for their own reasons, but yeah, I do love those shows a whole lot. And like, if anyone was to get into Transformers, they're the ones I'd put them onto. Doing well, just messing with a friend of mine and getting her all flustered. Wait, who are you talking to, Michael? Are you interacting off Discord or something, or what? You don't have to share, it's okay, I'm not going to force you. Sonic community equals never really know what they want, honestly. You're not too wrong there, Emmanuel, to be honest. Like, some people just, you know, it's true. Some people just really kind of, you know, complain about things. Well, I don't know. But honestly, like, I mean, I think, honestly, if people just have, all they do is just want to complain about things that they like and don't like, I just say to them, like, find something better to do. Like, you know, like, surely you've got to have better things to do than just, you know, complain about things all day. Yeah. Oh, really? Well, you won't believe this. Strength was promised my first. Oh, that's cool, Nova. Oh, cutie cat, Michael? Oh, let me guess. You're doing something with the werehog? Oh, man. And please give her my regards as well. But I take it knowing her, it's probably something werehog related. Your videos are awesome. Keep it up. Oh, thank you so much, Amy Rose, the editor. I plead the fifth. Yeah, not an answer in my opinion, Michael. But every time someone brings that up in like a certain comment or whatever, I always just say like, nice, not an answer. Okay, so let's get my sister a bit more. So give her a smile, of course. Because I think she'd be enjoying this little moment, if I'm being honest. Okay, so bring that out. I need to hide that as well. Now let's see if I go a little bit to me. Here we go. There we go. I got Breakthrough It All recorded. I can't wait to see how crappy music video is going to turn out. I mean, just put your heart and soul into it, Emmanuel. Like, that's all you can really do. But yeah, it is. Okay, so it is werehog related, I assumed. I'll have to maybe, I don't know if you're DMing her or whatever, but I'll have to see what's going on. So let's see. Can I make her, let's see, what does I do? Okay. I'll go for like sad a little bit, just because it makes it look a bit like, oh, kind of thing. Maybe not that sad. Okay, let's just bring it up a little. There we go. Okay, it looks pretty good if you ask me. She looks a little concerned there, but you know. Actually, maybe I can bring him up just a little bit, because I don't want it to look concerned. Let's see. Yep. What about this one? Yeah, that looks better, if you ask me. Woo when someone played the fifth, you get nothing. Yeah, well said, Zach, well said. I love dragons, they are cool and awesome. I agree, I remember when I was younger and I first got into How to Train Your Dragon, all I wanted for a pet was a dragon. A Night Fury in particular, like legit, if you guys haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon, Toothless is legit a fighter jet, but a dragon, like, you know. The way he moves and the way he, like, strikes his targets, he's legit just the fighter jet, but a dragon. What more can I say? You need an assistant when you ride your dragons, right? No. I train these guys myself. Okay, well, I mean, oh, his legs are out of this, so I'm not too worried. Okay, but I think that's that out of the way. So now the animation, or quote-unquote animation, now that that's out of the way, I think we'll just jump to, shader view, I reckon. And let's get some things placed here. So we'll go with, oh, whoops. Are these loading? Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, we'll go to polygon. So let's see, I want textures and free. I got a ground texture I want to put on here, like a grassy one. Let's see. Nope. 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 No, it's just dirt. Here it is. Apply that. Let's go to shape view. Didn't see it. Oh, there it is. About to say, you mean to tell me it didn't work? How does that look? Yeah, that seems fine. I should probably also turn off, where is it? Yeah, lock to camera view. There we go. Looks better. I've seen How to Train Your Dragon. It's a good show, and Toothless is my favorite dragon. He's cute. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting with Toothless, like, because he can be kind of vicious at times, but trust me, once you earn his trust, he is very, very cute. So, yeah, like, he's definitely my favorite dragon in the series, and, yeah, I would just love to have him for a pet. Katharina Akros has just come in. Hello. Interesting emoji. This is looking good. Looks amazing. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Okay, so that's that. Let's see now. Searching real quick. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn off the rigs for me and my sister, just because they're kind of in the way. Okay, there we go. But now I want to see if I can get I did something like this before once, so I'm going to see if I can remember how I did it. Like, I did a grass texture thing once. How did I do this? Hair. Oh yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go. Hair length, we'll just make this 1. Okay, yep. See, segments 1? Oh, no, I can only do 2, okay. Number, let's try, see, seed maybe. What does this do? Let's see. If I hit advanced, I think maybe. See, I did this before. I'm trying to remember how I did it. Let's see. Number, let's go with, we'll start with maybe 3,000. Okay, yep. Yeah, I'm gonna need to up that quite a bit. Let's go 10,000. Okay, it's not really. C doesn't really work. How do I do this? Okay, hair length there. Okay, let's bring that up just a smidge. Okay, that seems fine to me. Hair dynamics, I think. Quality steps. Nope. Actually, let's go on the side here. This will be easy to see. No, let's see. Rotation, maybe? No, okay. Again, I saw like a literally like a 30-second tutorial on how to do this. So regrow, no. Looks amazing. And a drain dragon. Yeah. I wish dragons were real, but they aren't. Sadly, I love dragons. Yeah, I agree. I'm a big reptile guy in general. Like, I'm a big fan of snakes and crocs and lizards. Like, for the longest time, I wanted a pet blue tongue lizard, but Mum wouldn't let me get one because she hates reptiles. So, you know. What are your favorite DreamWorks movies besides How to Train Your Dragon? Probably Kung Fu Panda. That's a very close second. I love the fight scenes in that one, in those films. Those are really well done. Like, I think they're really cool. Let's see, as Zach said there, Kung Fu Panda 2 has always been a favorite for me when it comes to DreamWorks. Yeah, I agree. That one's a really good one. And that one had a big cast as well. Let's see. So how do I do this? Hair shape, maybe? Hold on. Let me see. If I go to open recent, do I have it? No, I do not. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm actually just going to go back and look at the old file that I used this for. I believe I still have it. Let's see. Projects. Unless I deleted it. I hope I didn't. I think I might have. Okay, hold on a sec. So don't worry, I've got a solution here. I'll just go to YouTube over here. And let's see. See, oh, Sess is alive. I see. Let's see. Let's pull up a tutorial here. And here we go. Let's find this old tutorial I use. Where is it? Oh, not glass. Grass. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I want. Let's see here. Yep, that's good. All right. Hello to Andre Santos, who just came in. Okay, let's see. So it goes here. Yep. Yep, that's cool. I see. Yep. Okay, I'm just following this through properly. At least close this. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I see what I may be doing wrong. So if I up this to, say, 5. Okay. Now let's just go with 30,000. Let's see. There we go. That's looking better. Yeah. No, I think I can go further. Let's go 50,000. Hopefully that doesn't crash the stream. Yeah, that looks better. All right. So let's see now. I think there's a way to make them bandy advanced. Oh, I see. Okay, so now if I go here to physics, and yeah, rotate this a bit, I think. Come on. Oh, okay, too much. Okay, shoot, okay, this is making it lag a bit. Slow down. Go back to 0, thank you. Okay, let's just go with, just do 0.1. How's that look? That looks better, yep. In the meantime, I'll bring the hair length down a bit if I can. I say hair, but it's technically grass. Alright, come on, are we good? Not quite. Okay, no. Okay, yep, and we'll bring that down a bit further if we can. Alright, how's this look? Yeah, that looks better, that looks better. Okay, so shout out to our 1 Minute Blender who, for that little quick tutorial. That means a lot, mate. You guys didn't hear it, but I, just had it pulled up there. Let's see. Also, I was going to tell you this in a minute. Transport to the station was like some blood. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I think my time is up. I'm heading out, so I'm getting ready to go back to college tomorrow. I'll see you later. No worries, Keyseek. Good luck with all of that. Do you like the first How to Train Your Dragon, or the second, or the third one? Which How to Train Your Dragon is my favorite? Good question. Probably the second one's my favorite, I reckon. I just did a really good job expanding on the story, but the first one is still a very close second. If you know what I mean. Like, the second one I probably rank my favorite just because I loved the storyline in that one. But anyways, let's go to the atmosphere now. And let's get this working. Go here. Because this is probably my favorite part. We're nearly done here with the stream. Been going for about an hour and a half, so yeah. Hopefully Blender doesn't crash. Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. So first things first, let's get the vertical up here. I'll go with, okay, yep, there we go, so there's the sky. Yeah, we'll go with like a fairly bluish kind of sky, but let's rotate the sun around. Yeah, here should be good, I reckon. We'll bring it down, let's see, we'll increase the diameter a little bit. And let's get this down to here. And we'll also change up the sky a little bit. So let's dial down the scale on the clouds a little bit, which, you know, we'll need some clouds in here. Okay, yep, that's good. Let's see, detail. Thickness. Actually, if I bring the detail up. Dimension. I think the C's what I need to rotate. Here we go. And if I go ahead and I drag, let's see, how's this look? If I go ahead and I drag, let's see, this one. This way. How's this look? Not bad. Let's see. Let's bring it back a smidge. We'll keep those clouds in the shot. There we go. Look at this. Also, let's see. The first one is my favorite. Yeah, it's cool. I still love the first one a whole lot. Let's see. I have a Sonic AU that only has kinetic powers, no Chaos, Emerald, Soul Emeralds, etc. It's like Chi from Moxua. Oh, that's cool. Masked Sentai. This could be a replace for the Autobot. You could call it Knights and Dragons. Not bad, but I'd probably stick with Knights of the Sky, because I think that's a cool name, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Let me see. If I dial this down to just 1, what does this do? Oh, yeah, you know what? I like that a little better. That one looks a little better, if you ask me. And what if I change this to a bit more of a blue? That doesn't really do much, okay. What about this absorption? Blue? Okay, too much, too much, too much. There we go. Okay, problem fixed. I could change that up later when I recolor it, but in the meantime, I'm going to quickly go ahead and let's get... I did this last week. Let's get some point lights in here, just because that'll help with the scene a little bit. Just kind of add light to where there isn't any at the moment. Okay, so I'll bring this one to here, near my sister. Yep, okay. Go down to here, and we'll dial that down a couple of watts. It doesn't need to be much. We'll make it a slight absorption. There we go. Copy that, paste that, and we'll bring this one over in front of me in turquoise. Actually, I think that's perfect as it is. Lined up right there. Look at that. Alrighty, well, I think let's go ahead and give this a render then. So let's see. Just make sure I get this popping in PNG. That's good. Let's see. Here, Eevee, yep. What is this? You know, let's up the ante on this one. Let's go with 120, I reckon. Alright, and render. Hopefully this doesn't crash the stream. There we go. I know I've been told, like, you know, Cycles renders often look better, which I know, but I'm just a guy that prefers to use Eevee, so, you know, that's just sort of what I'm going with. But anyway, there we go. So let's go ahead. I'll just quickly save this under my, let's see, where is it? Renders. We'll just call this one here. What is here? Knights. I've already got one called Knights of the Sky, so we'll just call this one here. Knights of the Sky 2. There we go. I'll just call it that. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, there we go. But hey, I think this looks pretty cute. Don't you guys think so? Two dragon riders and their pet dragons. What more can I say? But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. An hour and a half. I think we did pretty well. So basically, yeah, guys, thank you all for stopping by. I had fun making this. This will be shared around, of course, on all my sort of different social media outlets and everything. So go follow me there if you haven't. If you guys haven't seen last week's animation, please go give it a watch. I put a lot of heart and soul into it, so if you guys haven't seen it, go give it a watch. If you want to watch it again, that would be really appreciated. And also, if you guys want to see more Knights of the Sky sort of related things, like I said, like maybe a 3D comic or something of the sort, let me know. Like, I would love to do more things with this, because I do love How to Train Your Dragon a lot. And I actually really love this little sort of Black Knight AU I came up with. So, again, guys, thank you all for watching, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Peace